At least 7 out of 10 business owners go through so much of stress, relationship strain, emotional imbalance, and whatnot. So if you are running a business or know someone who is running a business and that they are not going through a very healthy phase of their life, listen to this very carefully. Now, why do business owners go through so much of problems? Because they are always expected to know what to do. I mean, if there is some kind of problem, they are expected to have the answers all the time. They are expected to have the solutions if people are coming to them. They are expected to show a strong front even when they are exhausted. And they are expected to always be present for everyone out there in the business, in the team, for all the problems and everything, like a superhuman being. Now, the point is, these are all very, very impractical. And what happens is this leads to chronic stress, chronic ailments in the body, emotional isolation, strained relationships, and whatnot. So what happens ultimately, the reason for which you are building the business, having a better life, solving a problem, etc., at the end of the day, you are actually not having a healthy life of your own. So what's the point of all these things if you're not able to manage things consciously? So let's break it down and see what you can do in this case. Now, here is a practical framework which you can apply and see what works for you and what does not. So the first and foremost important thing is, you can call it like a mental download. So what does it mean? You have to actually do it on a pen and a paper, or you must write it down. You cannot just simply do it in your head, because always remember, I keep saying this, inside your head there is no comma or full stop. It will keep on running in a loop and you will feel nothing gets worked out. Okay, so put it down in the paper. The first step in this mental download is list down all the things that you feel is a must do activity for you. It can be personal, it can be professional, does not matter. Basically, if you are looking at a day-to-day thing or maybe a weekly thing, so you can list down all the must-do things. Now, after that, out of those must-do tasks, what are the things that you can actually practically delegate? Now, when you are delegating, or when you are just marking, yes, I can delegate it, do not go into the mode, okay, if I have to delegate it to somebody, I have to explain, it's a time waste, it's a money waste, and this and that. Don't get into that mode, because if you do not first accept that, yes, I have to delegate, you will never, ever be delegating stuffs to others, and you will just keep on doing it till the end of your life. Okay, so first of all, list down your must-do tasks. The next one is mark the tasks which you can delegate. The next one is delay. What do you mean by that? The third one is the tasks that you can delay. Because what happens, we are constantly in a mental loop where we feel like if there are 10 tasks to be done tomorrow, all the 10 are important and urgent. Not necessary. So what you can do is, you can list down which can be delayed, which are not urgent. Yes, it might be important but not urgent. I can actually do it next week, or maybe after this month, or something like that. And the next one is delete. Something that is actually not required, at least in this week or tomorrow, or maybe in the next couple of months, it's not required. So it's not about delay, it's not required at all. It's, you have just kept it because you felt like, okay, someday this is needed. So basically delete those tasks. Okay, so the first one is mental download, and you have to do this activity by writing it down. The next one is having personal boundaries. Now, personal boundaries, how you would like to define it, you define it. I'll give you some examples. Number one, you can choose not to have any official calls, any meetings, anything after a particular time in the day and before a particular time in the day before you start your day. Maybe in the morning, maybe in the night, maybe let's say before 9 or 10 a.m. You're not going to take any kind of calls or any kind of meetings, any kind of official work. After maybe 7 or 8 in the evening, you're not going to attend any such thing. So you are having a personal boundary of your own. Next point is you can have absolutely gadget-free time for yourself. Maybe just begin with half an hour a day and increase it to 1 hour a day. You will see it brings so much of a difference to your life, to your mental clarity, to your whole health overall, that you will want to do it more and more. Okay, and let's say if you're staying with your family, if you're not staying alone, ensure you have or spend some quality time with your family, again without any gadgets, without any distraction, having a phone or a meeting or a call, nothing like that. Spend some time with the family, spend some time with friends, and ensure you keep that time fixed, and that is a non-negotiable factor. So this personal boundary, write it in bracket, this is non-negotiable. Okay, so this point is very important. So after the mental download, you are doing the activity of personal boundary. The next point is, you can call it guilt-free productivity. Most of the time I hear people talking about, I should have done that thing today, I just didn't get enough time, or I could have done this but I don't know why I didn't complete this activity today, I could have made that call but I didn't do it. So basically what you are doing is you are just going in a loop of past and future, and you are not being in the present. So you are always in a phase of guilt of what could have been done or what has not been done. So what you can do, you can actually utilize this hack over here. So write down maybe 2 or maximum 3, okay, not beyond that. 3 must do important or must do activities for today. Now if you have completed even 2 or all 3 out of it, you feel that yes, you have actually achieved a great deal today. So think of it like you have actually achieved 80 to 90% of what you wanted to achieve for today. So even though, for example, let's say there are 10 tasks on the plate for tomorrow, and you have achieved the bare minimum or the guilt-free, productivity, the activities of those 2 or 3 tasks, you are set, you are done. So once you do those 2 or 3 activities, you will not feel guilty about it, of not doing the remaining things or something like that. So you mark those particular things where you will not feel, oh, I could have done this, I could have done that. Okay, so the next point is self-nurturing and analysis. Now, for various people, it can mean different things, but here are few standard ones and very, very, very simple and effective ones. Number 1, start journaling. When I say journaling, what you can also do is start with your brain dump. Because see, what happens is you can work and operate from your best possible state of mind or optimum level only when you have a clear head, only when it is empty. So what you do is, every morning or before going to bed at night, it would be great if you can just put down all your thoughts on a piece of paper and just dump it. So what you are doing, you're not judging, analyzing and this and that. You are just simply dumping all your thoughts on the paper. That is one. The next thing is, when you get up in the morning, you can actually write what are few things you are grateful for, or you can write the most important tasks of the day, something that you can scribble, okay, that you can do in the morning, and this activity you can do at night. In fact, I would say at the end of the night before going to bed, ensure you write what are the things you are grateful for. Maybe just begin with at least 5 things. Even if you are having the worst day of your life, still there are 5 things to be grateful for. You know what? You are still breathing. The people whom you love, they are still breathing. You still have food on your plate. You still have roof on your head. So all these things, even if you're having the worst day of your life, these might be the things that you can be grateful for. Just giving an example, you can write down anything that you are grateful for. Most of the times there are so many amazing things that are right in front of us that we actually don't see it and don't feel it. Okay, so this is self-nurturing and analysis activity which will help you not just ground yourself, but it will help you to take a step back, pause, reflect, and actually see what are some great things happening in your life right now. So the next point is emotional processing. A lot of people also call it emotional intelligence. There are very complicated explanations of it, but let me just put it very simply and help you. If you have certain major emotions that are not helping you, let's say some kind of pain, some kind of anger, okay, always reacting to situations, to people, number one, figure out the root cause. What is triggering this? Is it some kind of a pain that you have just put a lid on and you are not letting that out? Or is it something that you are unable to face a situation, you are just running away from a situation, and what is happening? It is coming out in the form of anger, in the form of reaction. What is the reason that's triggering these emotions? Because these emotions are just consequence. So let's say if there are some unresolved emotions out there, number one, start writing down each and every feeling that you have. You're not showing that to anybody, fair enough. You just dump everything out there. Just dump it till the time you have nothing else to write. You will see that you are feeling so light. The next activity, what you can do with respect to this is, let's say there is a situation in your past which is actually haunting you or torturing you. So what you can do is, you can step out from your shoe, replay the same situation like a movie and see it as a third party. You are seeing yourself and you are seeing whatever the situation is, and you are actually watching it like a movie. Trust me, this works. Do it few times until and unless it has reduced in impact. It has stopped torturing you, the impact has reduced. You will see how effective it is. And you will then see, oh my God, it's there in the past. It means nothing and it's not affecting me anymore. So do this activity and see how it helps. Okay. The next thing what you can do is, let's say you often find yourself feeling angry a lot and reacting a lot to some kind of whatever people are saying, whatever situation is happening. So what you do is, if somebody is saying something and at that time you are feeling that outburst, just count up to 60 seconds. Begin with 30, take it to 60, whatever works, but at least 60 seconds in your mind. Even the person is asking something and you have to respond. Just look at them or look somewhere else, close your eyes, do whatever it is. If you are not able to step out of the room, count till 60 seconds and you will realize by the time you're counting, the impact of your outburst has reduced a lot. Okay, and you can frame in a better manner what you want to convey. You can respond and not react in that situation. If you are able to step out of the room at that time, what you can do is just simply go out, change your physical state. If you're sitting, go out, walk. This will help you reduce your anger issues, your reactions to certain situations or people, whatever they are saying or doing, and you will see you're able to manage and handle much better. Because what happens is, if you're a business owner, people look up to you, people have to listen to you. But if they don't respect you, if they can't look up to you, then what's the point, right? But in order to do that, you have to first be stable in yourself. You have to first have internal stability, and you can't have internal stability until and unless you have mental, emotional clarity and stability. Most importantly, take care of your health. Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, energy, every level. Take care of your health. If you are doing exercise, if you're working out for your physical health, let's say every morning you are going to the gym, you are going for running, fantastic, take care of your physical health. But always remember, if you are working out to take care of your physical muscles, bone, your physical body, there is also a workout for your mental muscle, isn't it? A brain activity. And that is your spirituality, that is your meditation, your yoga, or whatever you may want to call it. Just start your internal journey. Because until and unless you start working on your external and internal journey, nothing is going to change in your life for the better. So if you feel, you know what, let me have some time, let me set up this business or this, then I will go for to take care of my health in terms of gym, in terms of workout, then I will start my meditation, then I will do this. Trust me, then that time is never going to come. Because until and unless you nurture the soil, you nurture the roots, the fruits and flowers are not going to come. Okay, and if you feel that I don't have time to do meditation, I'm putting a link in the description box. It is Miracle of Mind. It's a free app, lifetime free. It's just a 7-minute meditation, and trust me, there are scientific evidences. You can watch the videos on YouTube, how it changes the neural pathways in the brain, how it affects the mood, the health of a person. So start with this very, very small time, that is just to begin with. 7 minutes a day you can spare for yourself and your life and your business and your relationships, right? So start taking care of your health, because ultimately the bottom line is, if you're running a business, you are not just building a system for the business, you are building a system for your life. So when you build a system for your life, your system for the business also works. Otherwise, it will be no time that it collapses, because ultimately the business is a reflection of you. So start taking care of yourself, so that everything else that you take care of is also growing, is also getting nurtured. Hope this helps, and if you have any questions, do let me know. If you have still not read my book, which is 7 Steps from Shame to Being Back in the Game, it's there on Amazon. Go ahead, grab it, and it would be best if you can gift it to somebody who really needs it. It is not a motivational book. There are a lot of exercises out there, and go ahead, gift it. And all the exercises that I shared today in this video, go ahead, do it, and let me know how it changes your life. See you soon in the next video. Thank you so much. Namaskar.